Hello, Driving Intelligence community. Here in part two, I'm going to go over a safety item as I continue to work on the assessment of this vehicle. A safety item that I'll point out is a problem with this sun visor. You don't realize how dangerous these things can be if they're not stowed away in their proper location. And that's what this video is about today. Stay tuned. A safety item that I've noticed is this sun visor. It doesn't stay up. And this is definitely a safety item, because if that thing partially falls and you get into a wreck and your head hits this, it can cause serious injury, break your nose. The problem is that the plastic is separated. I'm going to take it out and see if I can glue it to re-secure that. But otherwise, inside, I don't see any other problems with the vehicle. It's in pretty good shape. I've always admired the Civics. For some reason, I just like Civics. Okay, so I've got the sun visor out, and you can see that black spring in there. With that spring was so tight that what it actually did is it separated this whole thing. And that doesn't give enough spring pressure to hold this thing in its upward position. So I'm going to put some epoxy on this and reconnect it and see if it will hold. I got some two-part epoxy that should do wonders on this to hold it together. I put some epoxy on there, which I'll sand to make it look better after it sets. I'm going to let it sit about 24 hours with these clamps on it, and then I'll put it back in the Civic. The two-part epoxy I used here did not work. As soon as I put that spring under tension by rotating this, it popped open easily. There's a lot of pressure from that spring, so I decided to through bolt it or put screws in here with nuts on the other side. And now there's no problem with spring tension popping this thing open. It's definitely secure. It's not as aesthetically pleasing as this would have been, but this is definitely functional and prevents this from being a safety issue. And I'll just have to continue cleaning this up to bring it back to its original condition. But now this visor is in good shape. All right, so the repair I did is in. The sun visor is holding together. The spring is being held tight, so the visor will stay in any position you want it to stay in now. The benefit of this is at least it will not just flop right here in this position, where if you were in an accident, you could hit your nose or your forehead here, cause some serious personal injury. It stays where it's supposed to stay. The screws don't look too bad, do they? It's a lot cheaper than buying a new sun visor if you want to keep it pristine, but I think this person wants to go as cost effective as possible, so this works. Thanks for watching, and look forward to part 3 on this Civic. I'll see you next time on Driving Intelligence.